Others, Brad, so that's another team.
Thank you. Hi there. All right, we'll consider ourselves called to order for the September meeting of the Calvert City Planning Commission. First item of business will be the approval of our minutes from the August 18th meeting. You have those in front of you. What's the pleasure of the commission?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Gary, to hear a second.
Second.
Second by Kathy. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed by like sign? And that takes care of that. As Greg Northcutt's favorite intro to us, seeing as how last month we weren't able to conduct a meeting because of internet problems, I sure would like to entertain a motion that we stop broadcasting in live. We can still, right?
Video conference. We
That
can,
way we're not bound by that.
okay, we'll go touch, just a reminder here. If we do away with this video conference, that means you guys might tune in, but you can't be part of the,
Can't vote.
you can't vote, okay? Now, staff and attorneys, they can come in and they can talk and stuff like that, as long as it's not a vote. So in this case right here, you guys are here.
Right,
So,
right.
Board of Adjustments is maybe a little different simply because you may have somebody you need. We've done that before, you know.
Right.
But with you guys, I don't see a need for us to continue this video teleconference.
Right.
We can still broadcast, we can still actually have it, but it won't hinder our ability to have it in case if internet's not working, okay?
Right. Right.
So,
So therefore, would anyone like to make that motion?
Go ahead, word that, Darren. He's thinking.
I'll make the motion that we discontinue
video teleconference
video teleconference
for the
as a
plan.
part of our meeting, as an option for attending and participating in our meeting.
We have a motion by Darren, to hear a second.
Second.
Second by Gary. All in favor, say aye. Anyone opposed by like sign? All right,
Okay.
very good. So what do you have for us tonight, John?
In discussion of this, of the upcoming legislation that goes into effect next July, I think it is, July 1. On the manufactured homes, I'm finding that most people right now are still trying to find their way. I have talked with Paducah, and Josh Summers, who is the planner. I've talked with him. There is a Green River Ad is hosting a planning half-day seminar, conference, whatever you want to call it, dedicated to manufactured homes and regulations. And I'm going to go to that. That's in October, the end of October. And then also our Kentucky City Managers Association, we've managed to get a hold of Ben Peterson, who is the planner in Bowling Green, Warren County Joint Planning Commission, and he's going to come and put on something at our meeting. So, and hopefully we'll have something at KLC this year too as well. So we're going to try to glean some stuff for that. One thing I did find is that what I am hearing is that a lot of it is being, relegated back to what we had talked about: size, structure, design, things like that. If we do, and right now I know Paducah already has, if you're in an R1 zone, you have to have a minimum so many square feet. We don't go that way now, but I think that's something we'll be looking at in the future because of this.
Right.
Same thing with, this is also going to affect any other home, including tiny homes. Tiny homes, if we do this, would be relegated to certain areas. So, but that's one of the things we're looking at. And like I said, Paducah right now already has that criteria on theirs. So that's something we might want to consider, as well as the state regulations that have already been put in place. We have a Class A manufactured home in which we call that roof a certain pitch. One thing we might need to take in consideration is if this is a 2-story home versus a single story with a smaller footprint, than the 20-foot wide, whatever. We may want to consider putting, a total square footage as a minimum, including the second floor,
Right.
as part of the minimum.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah.
Not necessarily of the footprint, but at least the
addressing
square
total
footage,
square
yes,
footage.
yeah. So those are some of the things that what I am finding, and it's gonna be dimensional again, for the most part, most of it's gonna be dimensional. Again, it does not affect subdivision developers, subdivisions. If they tell you right now, there's no manufactured homes, they can say that. That's privately owned, privately developed. Only governmental regulations are included in this statute.
Right.
So zoning cannot regulate them out without doing something. They've got to be able to be on an equal footing.
John, does Paducah have a requirement on the roof pitch?
No,
No,
they don't. We already do though. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
that's, but again, that's something to take into consideration. I mean, if you're looking at that, and if that's gonna be a criteria, then it applies to everybody. Stick built and all, so. So that's just some of the things we're looking at. I wish I had more, but right now what I'm finding is that everybody is still trying to
Yeah.
find their way
That's what I
through
figured.
this. But we
It's a
do
big
have
brand
some
name.
kind of information there, so.
So we currently allow manufactured homes in 3 and 4.
R3 and 4.
and 4.
R3 by conditional use. And R4,
Do we even have an R4?
it's R4 is a matter of right. R4 is down here.
Still have a little one up there.
Up there. And they're allowed in I1 and 2. Tiny homes, if you all remember, tiny homes, if they're stick built, right now can go in any location and a single family dwelling can go into. However, if they're built on a trailer frame or on a rolling stock frame, they can only go into, they're considered a camper. And have to be regulated as such. They can set up in a mobile home park or a campground. Again, a lot of that will change, or part of that will change, not all of it, part of it will change. Because right now, if you remember, the state set it up where it has to be, basically it's gotta be a double wide, because it's 20 feet wide. I can't remember what the length was. I don't know if it had a length requirement. You could go less than that as a variance. If the lot did not allow for that, or you could say that and change it so that the lot could hold that. So.
Good.
But again, that's. Any questions on those?
Is the roof pitch an issue for stick built?
It is not.
I mean,
But most
I mean,
houses
is
have
it-
got, most
yeah.
houses have got
At
a
least that.
412 or better. Not all of them, but most of them do. Especially in today's societies. If you take a look, that's kind of a standard pitch. Much more than that, it becomes very flat. And most people don't like it because it does look like a manufactured home when you start doing it lower than that. And some of them get way up there. Mine is a 412, and it's, if you look at my ranch style, if it's any wider, that 412 would probably look more like a manufactured home instead of that. So, or at least some of the standard cut manufactured homes, not all of them. I mean, they're really doing a number. Some of those homes are really looking. Be awful hard to tell once you took all the rolling gear off of it, put it on a permanent foundation. You'd have a hard time telling that was not a manufactured, or that was a manufactured home, not stick built. So, but I think they're upping their game because they've been pushing hard for this legislation. And that all stems from lack of what they're saying is, accessible housing. There is apparently a shortage of housing. Not just here, but everywhere.
Right.
I know Bowling Green screams all the time that they've got a major shortage in housing. They don't have enough single family dwellings. Not even enough rentals to cover it. They've got. So it's very difficult. So.
Anything else?
Next year, y'all didn't go this year, right? Oh, yes, you did. You went this year. So you got 2 years before you go again. I think we're probably gonna come. You need to go.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll need to, I want to keep us I'd like to keep you guys to stay on the 2 year, even though they have extended it. Partly because it keeps us on a regular routine
Mhm.
and you don't have time to let things come and go without, and not be kept up to snuff on it. So.
Maybe have it here again. It's nice.
hmm.
Maybe have it here again was really nice.
I will tell you that they were very impressed. We had the largest turnout of any House Bill 55 training in the state was here.
Really?
We had nearly I think we had 80 participants, not counting staff and
Yeah.
instructors. So it was the largest, and KLC staff just raved over it. So I think that we could probably pull that off again.
Good. No other business? Here, a motion we adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Motion and
Before
second.
before you do your vote, let me tell you one more thing. We have, now this is just to tell you,
Hey,
This-
and they vote on the floor?
Wait.
God, man.
discussion.
I don't think you had discussion. You don't vote, do you? I'm joking. Go ahead.
We
Go
are
break up.
advertising for a full-time zoning and code compliance officer. You know, of course, Bruce is gone, but we're advertising for a full-time person. And it's in the paper right now, and we'll be advertising through the rest of this month, so. Just FYI, so you'll know.
Cool.
End of discussion.
All right, so we've got a motion and second. All in favor, say aye.
Very thankless job.
Meeting adjourned at
When
5:40.
they leave.
5:40.
Bruce left, about a month ago.
I think I
July.
think it, and,
Yeah,
and,
I looked at the
and it could have been a
paper.
record.
Yeah, I haven't seen Bruce in a while.
Yeah.